In this video, we will derive the bulk modulus for the ionic crystal. We know bulk modulus is given by B is equal to V minus B dP over dV, which is equal to V d square U over dV square. For NaCl crystal, if A is lattice constant and R is nearest neighbor distance, then nearest neighbor distance is equal to R is equal to A over square root 2 and volume per molecule is V is equal to A cube over 4. If there is n molecule in NaCl crystal, that is 2n ions, then volume occupied by n molecules is given by V is equal to 2nr cube. We know du over dV is equal to du over dr, dr over dV. Here I use chain rule. So dr over dV become 1 over 6 n r square. So equation 2 become du over dV is equal to du over dr 1 over 6 n r square. If we take again derivative of equation 2, then equation 2 become d square u over dv square is equal to d square u over dr square, dr over dv whole square plus du over dr d square r over dv square. At equilibrium, separation r is equal to r naught, then du over dr becomes 0. So this term becomes d square u over dv square is equal to d square u over dr square, dr over dv whole square. Now bulk modulus become B is equal to V d square u over dv square, which is equal to V d square u over dr square, dr over dv whole square, which is again equal to V d square u over dr square, and dr over dv is equal to 1 over 6 n r square and whole square, which is equation 5. For ionic crystal, energy is given by where lambda is strength of repulsive potential and rho is the range of repulsive potential. Now take the derivative of equation 6 with respect to r, which becomes n z lambda exponent minus r over rho minus 1 over rho plus alpha q square over r square. At equilibrium, du over dr at r is equal to r naught is equal to 0. So this becomes 0 is equal to n z lambda exponent minus r naught over rho minus 1 over rho plus alpha q square over r naught square, and this becomes alpha q square over r naught square is equal to n z lambda over rho exponent minus r naught over rho. Sorry. So exponent minus r naught over rho is equal to alpha q square over alpha q square rho over lambda r naught square, which is equation number 7. Now again take second derivative of equation a, which will become d square u over dr square is equal to n z lambda exponent minus r over rho and 1 over rho square minus 2n alpha q square over r cube, and at r is equal to r naught d square u over d square dr square at r is equal to r naught become n z lambda exponent minus r over rho 1 over rho square minus 2 n alpha q square over r naught cube. Now put equation 7 in equation 8, and equation 8 become d square u over dr square at r is equal to r naught n z lambda over rho square and exponent minus r naught over rho become alpha q square rho over lambda r naught square minus 2n alpha over r naught q square. Lambda and lambda cancel out, q rho and rho cancel out. This term become nz q square alpha over rho r naught square minus 2n alpha q square over r naught cube. Now we take common. Sorry, here is also an z and here is also a z. So z and z cancel out. Now we take common n alpha q square over r naught cube. So this become minus 2 plus r naught over rho, which is d square u over d r square at r is equal to r naught. So which bulk modulus is equal to B is equal to V d square u over dr square dr over dv whole square at r is equal to r naught become V d square u over dr square at r is equal to r naught 1 over 6 n r square whole square. So this become, and V is equal to 2 n r naught square and du over dr n alpha q square over r naught q r naught over rho minus 2 1 over 6 n r naught square whole square. So after solving this term become alpha q square over 18 r naught 4 r naught raised to power 4 r naught over rho minus 2. This is the bulk modulus of ionic crystal.